Welcome to Media Monday, where we're going to talk about some of the greatest news stories that has happened during this last weekend. First of all, let's do a happy birthday to Martin Luther King Jr. If you're watching this after, shame on you. Um, this past weekend, we've lost another great person in entertainment, Alan Richmond, whose fame comes from Die Hard and the lovely Harry Potter films. And that is really sad. I mean, he was a great actor. So, now let's get on to the lovely news. If you happen to live in Michigan, gas prices have been reported at one of the stations to be as low as 77 cents a gallon. So, if you have a car and you're in Michigan, besides if you maybe lived in Flint, Michigan, where the water is contaminated and is browner than dirt and it's very polluted, then you have very cheap gas right now. I mean, I guess if you're gonna get cheap gas, I mean, if they're gonna go in and just drop your prices, I mean, they're gonna give you contaminated water, they might as well give you very cheap gas so you can get the hell away from the contaminated water. But people have family and everything else, and they're not gonna just flee their family and jobs and whatever else. So you have 77, cheap gas to drive around to find you some bottled water. So don't drink the water. Um, we have seen this great thing about Donald Trump on the internet last night. His grandfather was known for tax evasion, and his father actually was a member of the KKK, which is not a big surprise since he's literally broke besides what little bit of money he has stocked in property. And now the neo-Nazis and the Ku Klux Klan are some of his biggest supporters. So maybe it don't fall too far from the tree, because if you think about it, none of his winners from the show Apprentice has been in any kind of ethnic background. So maybe Trump's little behind the shadows little relationships are coming to the light, and he wants you to vote for him. He wants you to vote for him for president of a country that is almost 70% ethnically mixed in one form or another, and he wants you to vote for him. When he attacks women because of their religion, and he attacked the entire race just coming out the door, very first speech. And I bet if we look at his employees of some of his restaurants and casinos, I'm betting that racial group is one of the leading percentages. And just read that the great director Spike Lee and actress Jada Pinkett Smith are boycotting the Oscars, all because of racial equality. Like I said in my last video, the Oscars have been portraying that films of people from other ethnic races are not as superior as their own, and that no matter how great it is, no matter how much you sell, no matter how huge it is picked from all the critics, it is never going to get an Oscar. And no matter how hard you try and say that it's not, just looking at the history of it shows you how biased and lopsided it actually is. Well, since it is below zero here, thank you, Jack Frost. We're going to end this vlog right here. If you enjoyed what I said, hit it with a thumbs up, comment below, and remember, enjoy life.